Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be continuing on with the Cowabunga collection and doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, which is the sequel to the original arcade game. Once again, I'm going to be playing as Leonardo because he's my main. I also believe I need to set the screen settings really quick because we're not going to play with the original. I said I was going to try to play with full on these just because I think it's kind of the best medium. Or at least that's my opinion, because wide just is a little too stretched for most people, or purists, I guess. So we're going to be going with that, and let's watch the intro.
Pizza power!
You cannot tell me that that song is not sick. So, that is a song that's from the Turtles Coming Out of Their Shell tour. Oops, I went over. I was trying to do 50 again, but here I am at 54 lives. We'll start at that, and we'll see where it goes from there. But anyways, Pizza Power is the main theme of this game, which unfortunately doesn't make it... Well, it sort of makes it into the Super Nintendo release of this game, which I'm not sure. I think I'm actually going to do Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, in its own video, just because, yeah, people might not be interested in watching me play through practically the same game 2 times in a row, so it might just make more sense for me to cut them up, and then people who want to watch the arcade version or the Super Nintendo version can just click on the respective videos. So let's get right into the game.
This is April O'Neil reporting.
Hey, Krang! Bring that statue back, you bloated beanbag!
Alright, Big Apple, 3 AM. Let's do this. So, this is just essentially like a more refined version of the original game. It's got sprinting, you can throw the enemies into the screen. Konami did not have to go out of their way and make just this ultimate version of a Turtles game, but they did. And, between the two arcade games, I must say the original is still my favorite. There's so much charm to it, even though this still is a great game, but Turtles 4, Turtles in Time is still, in my opinion, the best Turtles game to date. But the arcade game is great. I just have more nostalgia playing the original. But like I said, this is just as incredible. Also, I'm sure you saw Splinter run by the screen there. If you stay put for too long, he'll run by the screen several times, and if he does it for too long, he will blow you up and you'll lose a life. So it encourages you to keep moving. Alright. This is a pretty iconic stage, honestly. A lot of people know this, even if they're not very familiar with the game. They know Big Apple, 3 AM. Mostly because of the Super Nintendo version, but
Pizza time!
go ahead and grab that. I just love that you can dash into your enemies and essentially get them stuck into a combo. Okay. Hopefully I'm a little bit better at this game, since I've played so much of the Super Nintendo version. I will say the Super Nintendo feels a little bit more snappy to control.
Prepare to die.
There's Krang. Super cool that he's like an actual stage hazard. It just, I don't know, it's sick. There we go. So I have a couple little things to talk about during this video. Nothing real serious, just relaxing. I actually just got back from eating pizza at a local pizza place. Here's our first boss. This time we're fighting Baxter Stockman Fly, which is super cool. Even though I'm pretty sure his look with the green is a little bit different from the cartoon. I remember him looking a little different than that, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, I love this boss, regardless. Should make use of that pizza. But yeah, I'm really feeling it tonight. Like, I've been really nostalgic for Konami stuff recently. You know, Contra, I did all those shorts, and now playing through these games, so... let's see. I love that he just taunts the player. Let's go ahead and grab the pizza.
Pizza time.
Come on. But yeah, the mechanics of the game are basically the same, just slightly improved. Okay, he's about dead. But yeah, I'm having so much fun playing these games again, and hopefully I'll get to beat the games. Yeah, some of the bosses actually have death animations in this, where in the Super Nintendo, literally all the bosses explode. ALLEYCAT Blues. Alright, let's do this.
Cool off, sucker.
Cool off, suckers. So, yeah, I mean, I think this game's great. There's not really a bad stage, in my opinion, to this game, whereas I'd say some of the levels in the original arcade game are kind of bland. But I mean, this has a time travel mechanic in it, so... Or not a mechanic, but... It has time traveling in the plot, so of course it's a little bit more creative and fresh. And I'm all for it. Also, this is somebody who does not show up in the Super Nintendo version. I forget his name. There we go. Unless that's this game's version of Roadkill Rodney, but I'm pretty sure it's just somebody new. I don't know, if we don't see Roadkill Rodney, then maybe it is one. Also, it just feels like the foot soldiers are a lot more expressive in this game. Oh, I just love the slam move. Such a good way to get them off your back if you're getting surrounded. Okay, this has to be like a Roadkill Rodney or something. I'm not sure. I don't come back to this game a lot. I come back only really to the Super Nintendo version. Okay. Now, this is a game that I don't believe I played on original arcade cabinet, which is pretty unfortunate. I played it on the 1-Up arcade, but you can't beat the original experience, I guess. Okay. Now let's wait for them to hop out, and we can make use of this new power-up mechanic, which will let us be essentially invincible for a couple seconds there and wipe out everybody one shot. So I'm pretty sure that power-up lasts longer than the Super Nintendo version as well. Alright, there's Metalhead. I love the figure of Metalhead. It is so cool. Ooh, let's get out of there. Come on. Oh, it's too late. It's too late for us. So, at the end of... I think it was the end of the last video when I was doing the Technodrome stage. I was talking about the Technodrome. I knew you could do that. I thought so. So, I'm talking about the Technodrome, and then I have the set in real life, which is cool. But I don't know if I remember to mention that mine has been affected by sun damage. So half of my Technodrome has yellowed, which is really unfortunate. Just the outside, you know, the inside's still perfectly fine. But, you know, it's been something I wasn't really proud of. But right when I got done recording the video, I sat down and actually searched on eBay to see if I could find some replacement parts. I actually found a ton. Some guy that just had stripped a Technodrome down for parts. One that he could have easily sold as complete. And yeah, I jumped on it and I ordered 5 parts from him. I got two new dome halves, and I even got a replacement for the center. Oop, there we go. Oh, that's such a cool animation. I got two of the halves, and I got a replacement for the middle and the front. Here's the iconic sewer surfing stage. So I basically got the whole top half replaced, but I left the interior as is because it is absolutely okay. Mine's so clean and fresh on the inside, so From now on, I'm going to be storing the Technodrome in a place that's away from the sun and any lighting that would potentially damage it. So that's really cool. When those parts come in, I thought it might be a good idea to do a video restoring it, showing the process, since there's not really many videos of people showing off the thing apart. They just show off that they own one. So it might be cool to take it apart and do a little restoration. I don't know. My toe! But if that's something you guys want to see, let me know. When the parts come in, I would love to strip it down and take a look at it and show what a complete Technodrome looks like. So a little nostalgia trip. I don't want to upload very many like collection type videos on my channel because that's not the purpose of this, but it would be cool to have a collecting channel in the future where I can show that stuff off regularly for the people that are interested. But you know, being in this little bit of a Ninja Turtle phase here right now, it kind of makes sense to look into posting some stuff like that. I was also messing around with my Leatherhead figure today because he's just so goofy looking, but I love it. With his lobsters. Okay, let's try to do that. Those original villain characters, before they started getting a little too, like, I don't know, not tongue-in-cheek, but uninspired, I guess.
My toes, my toes.
When they were first just making really creative ones, I guess, for example, like I said, Leatherhead, Metalhead, characters like that I think are just so awesome. Oh no! Oh, we barely got that. Alright, all we gotta do is take out these pizza monsters, and that's the stage. There is no boss. I love the boss in the Super Nintendo version. It is perfect. It couldn't be any more perfect. Let's try to take these guys out real quick. So I think only one left. Oh no, there's still quite a bit left. This is just a spot for you to rack up points for the most part, so you can get 1-ups. As you can see, we're only 45 away.
I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you will never return.
That's right. We're going back in time.
Prehistoric Turtlesaurus.
So that's one of the major differences is there's no Technodrome stage after Sewer Surfing, which kind of sucks. The Technodrome is one of the better stages in the game, in my opinion. Maybe a little tedious, but it's still super fun. But yeah, we're already back in time. Now, in my opinion, this is my least favorite stage in the game. For both versions of the game. I love the theme, I love the way it looks and everything, but just the variety of foot soldiers and whatnot, I don't know. Something about it I just don't like. And this is where we get introduced to the rock soldiers, which are lovely. No, they're actually pretty annoying. Let's try to do that. There we go. My bad. Yellow soldiers can get taken out really easy because they just are kind of cowards. Or they'll try to run away like that. Let's wait a second here. We should be able to spawn a handful of these guys in. That wasn't too bad. So this also has a boss that is unique to this game. It's not seen again in the rest of the series. I think he's game original because I haven't seen him anywhere else, but I won't spoil who it is if this is your first time watching the game. But I think the Super Nintendo version of the boss fight is pretty sick. We're about to the end of the stage as well. Get out of here. There we go. Look at that background. Amazing. Alright. I also didn't realize that was Shredder's face in the rock back there. Alright, there it is. Cement Man. Such a random addition. I am glad they switched out because this guy's just so lame. He's also not too bad to fight either, unless he really is just chucking stuff like that. Yeah, he's pretty lame. There was also a remake of this game. I'm not talking about on the Super Nintendo, but for Xbox Live Arcade. It was called what was it? Turtles in Time Reshelled. But it's no longer available because the company doesn't have the right anymore. But
Man, I just had a shower.
I hear it was a pretty crappy remake anyway, so. Oh well. Alright, he's about done.
I just had a shower.
He's cool looking, I'll give him that, but he is so lame. He's so big that you can just stand right in front of him and just tear into him. Alright, let's try to hit him with the... Oh, never mind. Doesn't make sense that he explodes, though. He should have just, like, dried up into a rock and then cracked or something. Alright. Jumping forward in time.
Skull and crossbones.
This stage is, alright. I'll give it that. It's pretty cool.
Duh, my
I think the
nose.
game only gets better from here, to be honest.
Forgot the sun cream.
There's gonna be a lot of these guys, these archers. And obviously we don't want to step on the, broken planks. Or, we'll be in for a rude awakening. Alright, let's come over here, wipe those guys out. And let's light the rest of these fellas up. You can't tell me the music is just not amazing. It is so good. You can both appreciate the arcade and Super Nintendo versions of the soundtrack, each on their own. It's great. Let's try to get these guys out of the way. Okay. Sometimes just getting up in the air and slashing your way down, slow descent, is the way to go. And these guys with the spiked balls are not fun to deal with. I think they're pretty annoying, honestly. As annoying as a rock soldier? I don't know about that. There we go. Take this guy out. Yeah, I don't know if I've been showing it off, but you can do a slow descent by spamming the attack button while you're in the air. You can do a dive, or you can do a slow descent. Oh, there it was. Oops, I did not make good use of that. But we got one of the rock soldiers, so that's cool. Come on. If I could just slam one of these fellas, we'd be in business. Oh, that wasn't enough. Come on. We're doing good on life so far, to be honest. There we go. Oh, come on. Try to do this. There we go. Special attack. Perfect. And the best part about this version of the game is the weather conditions. It only happens in this stage, but I'm sure you noticed in prehistoric Turtle Source when we entered the cave it got darker. And here, the weather changes. So we get to fight Toka and Razar from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. They look awesome. Just as awesome as they sort of were in the movie. Man, I wish a new Turtle movie, if they did a reboot, which there's a reboot coming out, but if they did one kind of like remaking the original movies, I would love for them to make a really aggressive challenging to beat duo version of Toka and Razar, where they're just beasts, wild beasts. I love how they're portrayed in the movie though, because you think they're going to be these big, terrifying, bad creatures, and then sure enough, they're just some overgrown babies. Okay, Toka's just about done. Let's try to lay into him. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we knocked him over there, I think. Come on. Razar, mind your business. Oh, we're tearing into him! All that damage. That was great. Health's not so great, though. Okay, they're speeding up. Okay, let's try to finish him off really quick. Dang. Come on, buddy. There we go. And he demutates back into a regular turtle. Stuck on his back. I've always loved that attention to detail. I'm kind of curious. Who do you guys think is better, Toka or Razar? Who's the better character? They don't really have personalities, but who's cooler in design? I feel like most people would say Razar. I'm not sure myself. Both are cool in their own right. There we go. Just a doggy. And that's it for this level. This next level honestly has to be one of the best,
Bury my shell at Wounded
in my
Knee.
opinion. The music, the boss. Just the concept of being, fighting your way up a train is so cool. I really like levels like that, for instance, like Sonic Triple Trouble, Sunset Park, running your way up to the train and then the boss ends up being the actual locomotive. That's awesome. I wish there was more games that did stuff like that. And, you get to use the freight on this train to your advantage. These barrels, knock them around. Okay, that one's actually a part of the level, but you see what I'm talking about. These ones up here, we can totally smack around. Also, I think it's cool that the rock soldiers are holding metal girders there. There we go, we took all those guys out. I think we got a rock soldier too. Yeah, we did. There we go. I'm really unsure what difficulty I'm going to play Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo. I've done hard mode before.
I feel seasick.
I still think, I don't know. I think I might be too rusty for hard, because hard gets you the true ending. And I'm not save stating, I've already said that. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Look at the unicycle for the circus stuff here. I know for a fact I won't be playing on easy though. It'll be normal or hard, but I just don't know if I could commit to hard mode. It would be super cool though, but man, the final boss is a little bit of a pain in the butt on the Super Nintendo if you're playing on hard.
Pizza time.
Okay, Splinter. I got it. Come on. I actually don't get to practice this version of the game very much. So, I think I am going to save state at the final boss because, honestly, I am pretty bad at it. This version. I mean, I'm not going to save state for the fight, I'm just going to brute force it, but just so I can practice in the future, I'll probably make a save state right before we fight him. Just so if I want to get trained up on fighting him better, I can. Okay. Let's try to get them over here. US mail. Alright, there's no more wooden planks up ahead. This is the boss car. Let's try to... There we go. That front kick really has been helping me. Okay, they keep just shoving me. They're like, yeah, you're gonna fight the boss now. Okay, you know, I will do it when I want to. There we go. Alright, I love this boss. Look at him.
Pizza time.
Alright, I like that he's just ready to tussle. His movement, everything. He can be a little annoying at times, but... Come here. Overgrown alligator. Is he an alligator or a crocodile? I actually don't know. Come here. You can't tell me he doesn't look cool, though. He was just waiting in this car. He's like, hey... Take your time. But seriously, I love this boss fight. Alright, now he's gonna start crawling back and forth. He's not moving very much. I may be misremembering, but I know on the Super Nintendo he crawls back and forth, back and forth. And I'm pretty sure he throws the lobsters instead of the knives. Wrap this up, buddy. His laugh, man. Alright, we're out of here. I wonder who's conducting that train.
Neon Night Riders.
Oh no, I should have checked my phone. Oh my gosh, this stage is phenomenal. I keep saying that about all of them, but the theming is just perfect. But the music here and the theming is just, it's awesome. It really is. The concept alone is just really awesome. Have I been saying really awesome this whole video? I'm sorry. I'm sure somebody's like, oh my gosh, start tallying how many times he says X, Y, and Z. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come here. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Here we go. Oh, the stupid spiked ball, guys. Oh, oh, no! I missed all those! Well, I guess I was stuck in a fumble animation, but still. Look at him, he's floating. He's got a little fan underneath him. That's so cool. I actually fondly remember the first time I played through this game, it was obviously, like I mentioned before on the last video, emulated. I remember just kind of taking it all in. I do remember when I got to the final boss though, because it is different from the Super Nintendo version. I was so confused, but I you know, I remember the feeling of triumph that I beat this game. Random memory, but still a good one at that. Come on. There's so many. I'm really curious what the tournament fighter videos are going to be like, because man, I really have no experience with those games, so I have no idea like what I'm looking forward to, if they're easy, hard. I need to do some research. I love that he looks at the... Oh, there he is, Krang.
Face the wrath of Super Krang.
Super Krang, let's go. Bring it on, buddy. Super Krang's sprite here is so cool. It's just really detailed. All the sprites are, but this one just looks sick. He's always doing something too. Come on. That floating animation's cool too. I love how Krang's reduced to this little squinty, like, chewed up piece of bubblegum in the middle. So used to his big, googly looking eyes, but on here he's all squinted. I guess you can kind of make out his eyes in some frames, but I love it. Krang got done so dirty in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Also, that was a good amount of damage we did there. Come here. Okay, you're so close to being done. Ah, oh, what a shame. I actually don't have Krang's android body in my collection. I don't have the NECA one either. I really want to get a hold of it, but I've been delaying that so much. I actually don't have a Target here, so it is a little bit harder to get a hold of those figures, since they're like Target exclusives. It's like Target and hobby stores or something like that. Select retailers. Oh, come on. Kill Krang before 15. Come on. So close. Only a couple more hits. It doesn't help that there's no health bar, you know? There we go.
You're going to pay. Cowabunga! Starbase, where no turtle has gone before.
Alright, we're almost at the end of the game. 80... 2100. That's soon.
I'm trapped.
I will be 98 if I live to that date. And I've always told myself, when that day comes, if I'm alive, I will know actively that the turtles are in that year infiltrating Krang's base. 2100. Did I say that right? I'm tripping. I'm not a math guy, you know? You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just some numbers. Age is just a number. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take this and use that. Awesome. Can we do the cartwheel thing in this? I know it came on the Super Nintendo, but I don't know if that's actually in this. Come on. Big group of them. Hit them where it hurts. There we go. Also, I'm gonna try to test this if I can get these guys out of the way. Can we, clear these guys, or just, yeah, I think we can only knock them over. You can throw them over your shoulder on the Super Nintendo, and it usually, it can sometimes one-shot them. At least that's from my experience. Unless, for whatever reason, I maybe got damage on them and it looked like I one-shot them. But I'm pretty sure you can one-shot them that way. Okay, do that. Get him out of the way. Destroy the turret. And he's got a taser. Why does he have a taser? Come on. Stay down. You hunk of junk. Just knock him down. There we go. Perfect. I love all the creative ways that the foot soldiers spawn. They teleport in, they come out of the chutes and stuff. It's so cool. Bam. All the hits feel so impactful. Alright, those are the freezing tiles. You step on them, you're frozen. Does damage, all that. You don't want that to happen. But you gotta fight your way through it. I got no problem with that. Step right up. Step right up. Oh, we did pretty good there. Oh, I got froze though. Okay, now I'm stuck. Look at that background. That is so cool. That like there's all these craters, and then like at the beginning of the stage and over there in the distance you can see that they built domes over the craters, and there's civilizations in there. Ah, I love it. Alright, close to the end. Come on, come on, come on. Perfect. Power! The pizza's so good, in fact, that he becomes invincible. Alright, we got some lasers coming up that we'll have to hop over. Oh, landed right into the second one.
I feel seasick.
Quit. Seasick? No way. Come on. Alright, this is the boss room. Bam. Alright.
You shellheads are dead.
Alright, it's time to take on Krang himself this time. Krang and his flying saucer. Now this boss, I will say, is probably the most annoying one in the game. He's easy to hit at first because he's floating just above the ground and he's within range. He keeps dropping these little fellows that like to tase you, and then he becomes airborne, and you have to jump and hit him Baxter Stockman style.
Anyone got a pin?
Yeah, it's annoying. It's pretty annoying.
I'm trapped. No. I'm trapped.
When I first started trying to beat this game for the first time on Super Nintendo, oh my gosh, this was the run ender for me. I could make it all through the game and Krang would eat up my lives when I was younger. And it sucked, man. You make it through the whole game and Krang would take you out right before the final boss. But it looks like he's just about done for. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. But again, that doesn't mean that the boss is bad, but it is tough. He moves so fast, and you know, once you get close to hitting him, he just traps you in a bubble, or the taser guys get you. So I am kind of curious what everybody's favorite boss between the two arcade games are. My favorite in the original is probably maybe Krang.
I'm trapped.
And then it's really hard to say what my favorite boss is in this. They're all so creative and good. They're all unique. Alright. Any hit now, he's gonna be done for. Come on.
Got a pin?
Anyone got a pin? Oh, seriously? Just my luck. Come on. Try to...
Anyone got a pin?
Oh, of course he's gonna stay up there and start dropping them now.
I'm trapped.
Come on! It should have been over by now. This is why I dislike this fight. There we go. Oh my gosh. He ate up a lot of my lives.
Hold our way home. Let's
Look
go.
at Krang's sprite hanging on for life. Alright, this is the final level, and it's just the final boss fight.
Technodrome, the final shell shock.
What a sick name for a level. You can't tell me there's any cooler ones out there. Let's take him on. Shredder, he is huge. He looks so cool. I love the purple, everything. He just looks sick. There's the Statue of Liberty in the background as well. It is interesting that he fights you with a saber, though. Just a green sword. This fight makes a little bit more sense than what happens in the Super Nintendo version, but I still think the Super Nintendo final boss is way more cool and hype than this. Honestly, if you ask me, the Super Nintendo one should have been a two-phase fight. It should have been this leading into the final boss, but it's still super cool. If I remember correctly, though, Shredder is a tank, and he takes a bit to take down. Look at that! How cool is that? I don't think we're going to be able to get him in our last 3 lives, but we will certainly try. Oh, we got him good there with the special move. Oh, he's already blinking. Got some good hits there. I don't remember if he has the demutation ray attack thing. I don't know if that's what he's throwing from his hand, but I'm pretty sure that blast just knocks you back. I could be totally wrong, though. Okay. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. Keep pushing him back. It's the key. We haven't been hit by that thing directly, so I don't know. Oh, I forgot to make my my save state. Oops, my bad. I just about accidentally hit quit game. That would have been bad. Well, so much for getting to practice this fight in my downtime. Cause like I'm saying, I'm obviously not very good at it. I'm just kind of throwing myself into him, trying to beat him. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give ourselves a couple credits. Because I don't know if Zero counts as a life. If Zero counted as a life, then maybe we could have done it, but I didn't want to game over because we would have had to restart. I am gonna... Yeah, we'll make a save state here. I'll make a save state here, and then I'll just game over if I ever wanna try this fight again. I think that's fair, right? Our score is pretty good though. All right, he's cornered. Oh, it's over. There we go.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, our 4 reptilian heroes, have
Can't argue with
overcome the
that.
arch villain Shredder.
Alright guys, we did it. Made it through another Turtles game. Like I said, I love Turtles in Time. This is a great sequel. It just builds on the original so well. But, like I said, I still think the Super Nintendo version is superior. But I think both have their own things that make them unique and worth playing them both separately. So that's my opinion. And yeah, I totally recommend this as well. It is not a letdown. Also, Raph is going to fall to his death. Yeah, I really don't have much to say in regards to this game. Besides, I totally recommend it. And I'm going to save the rest of my Turtles in Time thoughts for the end of the Turtles 4 playthrough.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
And just like your average arcade game, automatically starts you right back over with your leftover credits. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and call that good. In the next video, we're going to be taking on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. And as you can see in the preview, that looks a little bit different. So, we'll take a look at what makes that game stand out from what we played today. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.